Doing the Monday Bible study late on a Saturday night, just because. Continuing on, I won't post to Facebook though until Monday. Continuing on in Daniel 4, Nebuchadnezzar's story about how he's called to salvation. Then Daniel, whose name was Belteshazzar to those pagans, he was astonished for 1 hour, and his thoughts really troubled him. The king spake and said, Belteshazzar, don't let the dream and the interpretation trouble you. Belteshazzar answered and said, My lord, the dream is to them that hate you. See previous studies, right? You're watching this on the playlist, hopefully. Um, I don't want to keep explaining it to those that are listening on a regular basis. My lord, the dream is to those that hate you, and the interpretation thereof um, for your enemies. So, in other words, everybody's going to hate it when you're brought down. Excuse me, everybody's going to, excuse me, your enemies are going to love it when you're brought down. The tree that you saw, which grew, which was strong, the height thereof reached into heaven, the sight thereof and all the earth, whose leaves were fair, the fruit thereof much, and there was food for everybody, and under it all the animals were, protected, and the branches of the fowls of heaven had their habitation, everything was great. Everybody was fed, everybody's happy, the animals, the people, everything. This is you, O king. You art grown and become strong. Remember, he's the leader of the world. For your greatness is grown and reaches unto heaven, and thy dominion is to the end of the earth. And whereas the king saw the watcher, so where you saw, these angels, Holy One coming down from heaven and saying, Hew down the tree and destroy it, yet leave the stump of the roots thereof in the earth, even with a band of iron and of brass, and the tender grass of the field, let it be wet with the dew of heaven, let his portion be with the beasts of the field, till 7 times pass over him. Uh, this is the interpretation, O king, and this is the decree from the Most High, which cometh upon you, my lord, the king. So, good Lord willing, we will continue that story. And over to John. Then said they unto him, Where is he? He said, I don't know. They brought him to the Pharisees, which aforetime was blind. In the Sabbath day, when Jesus made the clay and they opened up his eyes, and again the Pharisees said to him, this is the blind beggar that Jesus healed, see previous study. Hopefully you're watching these on a playlist. And the Pharisees said, How'd you receive your sight? And he said, He put clay upon mine eyes, and he washed, and I do see. And I washed, and I do see. Therefore said some of the Pharisees, This man is not of God, because he keepeth not the Sabbath day. Others said, How can a man that is a sinner do such miracles? So there was division among them. And they say to the blind man, What sayest thou of him that he's opened your eyes? He said, He is a prophet. And the Jews did not believe concerning him that he had been blind and received his sight until they called his parents of him that received his sight. And they asked him, saying, Is this your son, who ye say was born blind? How does he now see? His parents answered them and said, We know this is our son, and that he was blind from birth. But what means he now seeth, we don't know. Or who have opened his eyes, we know not. He is of age. In other words, he's an adult. Ask him. He shall speak for himself. I'm glad you're here. I love you very much. Ask questions anytime. That's what I'm here for.